There's nothing out here but salt, stone, silence, and time. And that's exactly what I came for. Because I'm training for something much bigger than this. El Capitan in Yosemite and ultra-distance trail running. I need more days in the mountains to get fit and strengthen my body and mind. This is where that preparation begins. Today I'm at Stansbury Island in Utah. I chose this location because it's BLM land and the camping is free. But I didn't know what an amazing place I was going to be visiting. I was greeted with steep terrain, amazing views, and the white of the salt flats that picked up all the colours of the sky and reflected it like a mirror that left me wanting to spend more time exploring this remote place, surrounded by the surreal emptiness of Utah's Great Salt Lake. This trip made for great training with long days on my feet to prepare for tough climbing trips and endurance running. It was really beautiful driving in tonight as I was driving along these really low-lying roads that were just above the level of the salt flats, and as the sun was setting over the mountains behind, it was casting a really nice glow on the area. I don't have my van with me this week, but I've got this rental car, and from here I can hike up this mountain, and then when I get to the top there's a trail along the top that goes along the ridgeline. There's a couple of saddles up into other high points, and apparently there's a really nice view from the top with a fair bit of fourth class scrambling. So that's the objective for tomorrow morning. So because I don't have my van with me this week, I brought out my swag. Now for those of you that aren't familiar, that's an Australian term for a sleeping mat, sleeping roll like this, and it rolls up, big bulky package, so you wouldn't want to use this if you're hiking somewhere. But it's great for car camping because you've got your mattress and your sleeping bag already in there, ready to go. So there's the swag set up. It's a nice, small, low-profile, single-person tent. Now, when I was setting it up, I thought, oh yeah, good, I'll give you guys a bit of a tour of the inside. And as I was setting it up, I was expecting that my sleeping bag would be in there. But, unfortunately, there's no sleeping bag in here tonight. I must have taken it out when I was packing it away last time. It's going to be a bit of a cold night tonight. Pleasant now, but it's going to be getting down to 48 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. It was a cold night in the swag last night without my sleeping bag, so I woke up super early this morning because I was just shivering, and now I'm going to run up that hill and see if we can catch some morning light up there. Well, this is hard work coming up this hill. I was going to try and blame it on the elevation here, but we're really only just above 4,000 feet, so it's not that, but I'm feeling it in the lungs in this early morning air. You can see behind me, in the distance there's a couple of vehicles that have driven out onto that salt flat. There's no road out there, but it just must be shallow enough that they can drive out on the surface, just with the lake below them. So as I'm training for El Cap, one of the big things that I've been researching is, as well as doing climbing and getting all of your systems dialed, it's really important to be spending long days out in the mountains just to accustom yourself to the constant working. You know, so many of us have sedentary jobs these days that most of the day we're sitting still. On El Cap, we're going to be spending 4 days moving the whole day, hauling, climbing, jugging. So it's important to get your body focused into that working mentality. So long days in the mountains is on the menu. It was really pretty up here this morning as the sun was just catching the light of the very white salt. It was really bringing out the redness of the sun, which I wasn't really expecting. You know, you look at the salt and it's just pure white, but then when it gets that morning sunlight on it, it gives off this really red glow. So it was really beautiful up here. So on this island, when I first thought, oh, I'll come out and camp on the island because it's BLM land, I didn't realize that there was going to be such nice mountains here. And I looked at the topographic map and I thought, wow, there's mountains out there that I can climb on. I am going to come back here because this place is really good. I've enjoyed my time here. I didn't have the van. Some of you might be thinking, hey, why is he in a rental car, not a van? Well, I'm going to be spending a bit more time out here. I'm going to be joining the Utah Soaring Association and doing some gliding. There's really good ridge lift where the wind hits these hills and mountains and it curves up the hillside and creates these really nice lift that you can fly gliders on. If you guys want to see some gliding on my channel, let me know. I mean, this is mostly going to be climbing and adventuring and exploring, but maybe a little bit of exploring the skies. Let me know in the comments if you want to see some soaring on my channel. I've got a really good feeling for the area here today, and I'm really enjoying it. You don't need a famous trail or a gym to get strong. You just need somewhere to go all in. Out here, I found the kind of silence that sharpens your focus and the kind of effort that builds resilience. This place, this forgotten stretch of island, is exactly what I needed. Thanks for coming along for this one. If you're chasing big goals, El Capitan, your first ultra, or just something that scares you, find your own Stansbury where you can go all in. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep moving, keep climbing. Follow along, let's go on an adventure together.